Okay, so this is just an introduction to the course, how to navigate. I'm not sure how well some of you know Blackboard, so I just want to show you some basic ways to move around on the course. When you open it up, it's going to look somewhat like this once you go to the home page. Once you've signed on at UAS, the sign-on page, which kind of looks like this. Once you click yours might look a little different because I have many courses, but you're going to click the course you want, whether A or B. I'm going to show you A, and if yours is B, it's just different because of the topics, but it's really the same course, just different topics, same navigation. So then when you click on one of these, it takes you to this right here, and you have some basic things you're going to see. It's always going to have announcements at the top. The latest thing, I might give you updates on how much time you have, or include some videos on further navigation of certain things. And this is my page though. Yours is going to look slightly different because mine shows everything. In a minute here, I'm going to go into show you what your page will look like. But you can see here you have the middle part just says welcome and so on, and then nothing down here. On the left here you have all the links. Okay, so this is the syllabus, and then class intro. All the classes have this, or all the sections have this. And then if you're in A, you get cell transport, cell cycle, and macromolecules. Now, you're not going to see these initially because I don't want to overwhelm you with a bunch of content and have you jump around. I want you to just, go through this systematically and not just jump around. So then if you go down further, it says assignments. So list week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going to have all the way through August. I haven't put them in yet, but they'll be there. And then you have tests and quizzes. So whenever you need to take a quiz, you just go to assessments and pick the quiz that you need. And then also you have class tools. So you have my grades. This is the wiki. This is the wiki's on the Blackboard. You just click it and go to the wiki with as your name on it. And then this is the textbook. It's Miller-Levine biology, maybe just Miller actually. And then discussion board, where you put in discussions, Discovery Education, which is an internet-based resource that lets you watch videos and things like this, and then how-to videos, which I'll be adding to. Now I've kind of updated the navigation on these, so you might want to wait and let me send you these videos one at a time. I'll try to get some the next few days now that I know people are working. So, okay, so that's kind of your navigation over here. This really, the stuff on the left leads you to everything else. And so let me just show you the assignments actually. So week 1, if you just click on it, it shows you all the assignments that should be done in the first week. Now I've tried to divide it up to not overwhelm people. This first week has quite a few assignments in it. I tried not to put more than 4 or 5 assignments, but if you're really a diligent student, you can do much more than that in a week. You could finish this course rather quickly, I'd say, if you're putting a lot of time into it. Okay, so and then let me show you here the modules. So each one of these class modules has the information that you need, and then you hit, so I'll go with the first one, class intro, and it has just this general introduction page, but then it has these little class modules, using technology and digital citizenship. Okay, and then you click on these and it takes you to the content. Okay, so then you just read down through these, and and to just follow the directions it tells you to do. And then what you can also do with these is you can, when you're done with them, you can say that you've reviewed them. And I'll show you this when I go to the student view here in a minute. Okay, but this is kind of mine. I just want to show you the basics of it. So let's go to your view. Let's go back to the beginning here. Announcements. And if I go to the little I here, just take a second. Okay, so this is what yours looks like. And then, so you can see how it looks a little different, not as much stuff. Okay, and then, so the place you want to start is look and see if there's any announcements, and if there are, read them so you know what's going on. And then these will slowly get put below. So the newest announcement will be here, and then this one will get placed below this banner right here. Okay, so then what I want to do is I just go to the first one, class intro, and in this one for students it's showing you just one, because I want you to do this one first, and then once you complete enough assignments on this, the next one will come up. But I found as an instructor online is when I leave everything open, students just run amok and do everything, and there's no order to it. And the course is set up orderly so that you learn things as you go, and they tie it together with each other. So if I click on this, I'll go into here, and this just shows me, you know, the content that I'm going to learn. Okay, and the first one is to just change your student profile, and this is on UAS. It gives you a little guide. Okay, and then you're going to add a picture and so on, and when you're done with all that, you're good, and you just mark as reviewed. So I would just click this thing here, and then yep, and then this has pages. You see up here, page 1 of 8. So I can go to the next page once I get done with this one, and it gives me the assignment for this as well. So you're going to see, depending on how I set this up, I can actually change this a little bit. But I can get rid of the table contents. But I can look at page 2 of 8. I can also scroll it down as well. But let's see if we can do this. I'm trying to change this around a little bit. Let's go back. Just messing around with this a little bit. Okay, let's go back up. Okay, probably the best place for the table of contents is over here. But in the table of contents, you can see all the things, the assignments in order that you should do. So the first one is using Blackboard. The next one, the assignment, using your textbook, the assignment. So you're going to have information that tells you what to do, and then following that is the assignment. Okay, so then if you click on that, any document that goes with it should be here. This one doesn't require a document. It just tells you to do something. It's to mess around with your Blackboard profile. And then if you go to using your textbook, let's go there, and this tells you how to sign on to your textbook, and I got a little mistake there. Okay, and everybody that's in the class, I've already went in and it's given everybody a textbook, and you should have received an email that tells you how to sign on. And really, everybody is just is going to be your first name, your whole entire first name, and then the first initial of your last name, then .ebio, and then your password's going to be ebiology, whatever number, 01, 02, whatever one I've assigned you. Okay, you just do that, you go sign on, and then you have an assignment that goes with it. Okay, and this one's going to require a discussion form for this. So make sure as you're going through, you read all these assignments, and there's some little keys that tell you when something's an assignment and when it's not. This one here, whenever you see a bulletin board, it tells you that it's a discussion topic. And also, let's see, if I go back to this, actually we'll go to a different one. But if I go here, go down, if I click on this, I should be able to go to the discussion board here. See if I can find it. Doesn't seem to be here. Looks a little different. Okay. So if we go here, there's actually a link. Let's see if it's the assignment. Okay, we go back here, but the discussion topic is going to be under your class tools and discussions right here. So if I click on that, that then takes me to the discussion board, and here's the book assignment. I would just click on it, and then I could start a thread. Now I've left some threads in here for you to see what they look like to help you in case you need help on what to do. So what you're going to do is create a thread for this assignment. So you hit that, and then you'd put the subject, book assignment, and then you would just type in whatever it tells you to do according to the assignment. Okay. So that's kind of the basic navigation. Let's just go back here and review really quick. So, okay. So if you remember, let's go back to announcements. So if we go, here's where we're always going to start right here. It's just announcements, the new announcements right here. And then if you want it, whatever you want to work on, the thing you have to remember though is the links are over to the left. So if I'm still on class intro, if I haven't finished that one, I click on it. And then I go here, and then I know I'm not done with this one yet because I haven't marked it as reviewed. And then I just work my way through the assignments. And if you remember, what I did showed you is that you can review this. So this way, once you're done with it, you mark reviewed, and then you know that you're done. So you can say, well, did I finish that one or not? Well, you know that you did because it says reviewed. So once you finish an assignment, you want to mark it as reviewed. Okay. And then you can also, what's really kind of helpful for me to do is, let me go back here. And you can always hit this little house here that takes you back to the starting point of announcements should. My computer's going a little slow here. But you can always go to the assignment or the discussion, or let's go here, week 1. Okay, so using Blackboard. Okay, so you can actually click on this assignment and you can write in a submission. So this one doesn't really have anything to turn in. It's just you do the changes of your profile, but then you can add comments, or really the best thing to do is write a submission and say, I changed my profile. Type that in, and then what that does is it sends me something to the grade book that I know that you did it. Okay, so it says right there. Okay, so your basic navigation, just one more time, I'll go back, and then I'll kind of end this video. But is you go to the starting page, and then you just start working on your assignments. The first assignment is always going to be on top, and as you complete them, I've opened the first 3 to you, but as you complete them, you can mark them as review. Then you know what you've done, and just work down through your assignments as you go. And you're going to see there's going to be 2 modules on this one. They're not very hard to do, and let's see. And you can also just flip through them right here if you want. Okay, that's the assignment. So after each one, you're going to have the assignment. You can click through it by going to these pages here, or you can also just go over here as well to your table of contents. Okay, and then this is the next assignment, and then mark as reviewed if you want to. Okay, and then the next one is using the wiki space. So it's going to tell you how to do that. Okay, and then this really has some easy assignments. So I'd say you could be done with this in an hour, all 4 of these assignments. So go ahead and try this out. If you have some more questions about how to navigate this, let me know. If you're having trouble, sometimes when you first start using Blackboard, it's a little overwhelming because it's not something you're used to using, and I've tried to make it as intuitive as possible. So all the units are here. You just go progressively. You click on the first thing, you complete that, you go to the next thing, complete that, and just follow through until you complete everything. Don't forget to whenever you finish each thing, to mark it as reviewed. So you can see here I did an assignment, so it kind of opened up, but I can even mark this as a reviewed as well. Let's see, let's go back to student, I'll show you. So once I'm done with the whole thing, I can mark it as reviewed as well. So if I go into here, and right there, so if I'm done with this whole thing, I know that I'm done, it's reviewed, and then the next one would open for me. Okay, alright, so that's kind of an intro video. Let me know if you're still not understanding, if you have any more questions about how to work through it. Just remember, it's announcements page to content page, and then these content pages have modules that lead you one step by step through each assignment, and each assignment follows the directions. But if you're not sure, you can also go into the week as well, so, and finish them that way as well. So, but the thing you don't want to do is just start doing the assignments. Like week 1, go to the assignment, because that's all this is. This part here, the module, actually gives you an explanation of what is required for you to do. And you just click on the module itself. Okay, so try this out. And if you're having trouble, like check it out for a little bit, see if you can figure it out. A lot of times it's better that if you kind of do it on your own and try it for a little bit, give yourself like 10 minutes or so to try to work through it. And if you're still having trouble, email me and I'll answer. So if you get this video from me, you're still not sure, you've messed around with it for a few minutes, don't drive yourself crazy, because I can even Skype with you and show you exactly and answer any questions individually if you want to do that as well. Usually the hardest part with these kind of Blackboard courses is the initial navigation. I don't know how many students I've had in my school that are taking different courses and they say, man, I can't figure out Blackboard. It's just that initial using of it that is difficult. So hope this works well for you, and I'll be talking to you soon, I'm sure.